And not long ago, I spoke to the Harford County Sheriff, Jeff Gahler, about the latest developments in the Rachel Morin case. Sheriff, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. There have been so many tips. I think the last I heard was 300 tips have come in. Are any of these tips materializing into anything at this point, Sheriff?
No, I wish I had better news on that front. That we're appreciative of every call, every tip we get. But as is regular, routine in cases, homicide cases, complex investigations, the majority of tips that come in aren't going to really advance the investigation. But we're still looking for that one. We're asking for that one. Someone out there knows who this individual is in the picture and the video that we released, and we need that tip to come forward and somebody to give us the name to go along with that DNA profile so we can put this guy behind bars.
Yeah, it's interesting, Sheriff, that video that you released. It's not a shot from the front, but it's still a pretty good shot from the side. You really get a pretty good look at this guy. When I first saw the video come out, I thought, man, for sure a couple days, they're going to figure out who it is. Somebody's going to call. It's kind of surprising to me that no one has called in yet, that no one's recognized him.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not the best picture. If we had a better picture or a better video, we certainly would have put that out there. We see some of the comments on the social media. That's the best we have, but it's good enough. And somebody recognizes that person by their walk, by their build, by the face that you can see, by the haircut. People are going to know who that is. People who know him know who that is, and they need to come forward and share that information. And our investigators were very hopeful that that tip would come early, but we still need to get it. He still poses a threat to wherever he's laying his head, and we need to get him off the street.
Do you still believe that this was a random attack at this point, Sheriff?
We have no information. It certainly, a lot of indicators point that way, but again, it could have been directly the opposite. It could have been something that it could be targeted or it could be totally random. It could be anywhere in between those two things. It's seeming more and more like it was a random thing. But until we have him behind bars and we have a chance to talk to him, we can't rule out other people. It looks like it was probably a one person, one suspect committed this act. But again, that question comes up a lot. We won't know until we get him in custody. And the public will not be safe until we get him in custody.
Yeah, it's scary to think about this guy still being out there. Amazing police work, though, and just amazing technology these days that law enforcement has, that you were able to take DNA from the Rachel Morin situation and connect it to this case all the way in California. I think that, I've never heard of anything like it. Did that blow your mind when that match was made?
We're very fortunate, and again, I think in a lot of these cases, the Los Angeles Police Department collected the evidence related to that crime. I think a lot of times maybe that evidence would not have been collected. The crime here is certainly both are serious, but the homicide is more egregious. So without that evidence being collected properly out there in LA, we wouldn't have this video and this picture to share. So again, it's concerning that he moved from Los Angeles to here to a rather quiet community in Harford County, Maryland. These are the two crime scenes, but he could be anywhere in between those 2 points, or really anywhere in the country or out of the country by this point. So yeah, it's very concerning that he's there. But science and technology, I said, are going to be keys to solving this, and we are still working those angles along with the tips that come in. But we want our community to continue to call in and share even the slightest thing that they think might be of value.
Yeah, it is interesting, Sheriff, that it's opposite sides of the country. LA and then Maryland. What do you make of that? Is it possible that this person could be responsible for other violent crimes in between?
Oh, absolutely. That's the scary thought. The fact that there's probably things you just don't start being a murderer or committing a home invasion. He has most likely had other criminal offenses. I think most police officers would anticipate that would be the case, would predict that would be the case. So and he's not going to stop. Whether he's done this to other people and it hasn't been reported, not a homicide, but attacks on other people, or he decides to commit further homicides. He's going to do it. If he's not apprehended, he's going to continue this pattern. He's going to, not already a pattern, but he's going to continue to do what he has shown he's capable of.
Well, the reward has been increased. We'll continue to show the video and the photo, and hopefully someone finally will recognize this man. And you mentioned it. I mean, you get a lot of tips, but it just takes that one. We'll hope that you get that call soon, Sheriff. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Brian.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.